Good morning and welcome to Johnson's Garden Time. Jeremy, as we get to late October into November, we're in fall right now. It's a great time to plant our spring flowering bulbs. And with those, we're going to have something that can flower from late February clear until May, June.
Of course, these are all going to be Dutch grown flowering bulbs. Tulips are the big one, the most popular, but there's a lot of other different varieties that we can plant and really enjoy in the landscape, not only next spring, but for many years to come.
Yeah, let's look at maybe some of the things that you can do to ensure that you have good luck with these spring flowering bulbs.
So in the Netherlands, where the bulbs are grown, they're grown in very sandy soil, so very good drainage. So if you've got heavy clay soil, I think by starting with amending with the Back to Nature cotton burr compost is going to be very important, going to help to keep that water shed from the roots of the bulbs.
There's no fertilizer in that, but a lot of great beneficials which will help really in any plant.
If we're wanting to naturalize these bulbs, which is, keep them coming back year to year, I think fertilizing at planting time is very important. The high yield Dutch bulb food is a great feed for that, as well as the bone meal, going to provide some phosphorus in a long-term available form.
And then that can be used yearly if you're trying to naturalize those bulbs.
That's right.
Let's look at some of the bulbs that we plant, maybe starting with early spring and kind of go through late spring and some of the collections that we have.
One of the greatest ones for very, very early flowers are the crocus. These are kind of a dainty little flower, going to flower at about 2 to 3 inches high, but kind of show us that spring is on its way. So a lot of times they're going to bloom during the late winter months, but going to really put on a great show. One of the easiest bulbs to naturalize. They tend to come back year after year.
Okay, another one that blooms early are our hyacinths, and there's probably nothing in the garden that is as fragrant as our spring flowering hyacinths.
Daffodils are another group of bulbs that naturalize extremely well. If you've got a woodland type garden, they do very, very well there. But again, on the earlier side versus our tulips.
These are going to be a bit taller. You can get a collection that is a blend of bulbs, or you can get straight colors with those as well.
Of course, we mentioned tulips are the big one, and we've worked with Pete Stijfbergen in the Netherlands for a long time, and he provides us with some of the greatest species in bulbs, some really wild new flowers of some great collections. So lots of different options in tulip bulbs.
I think it's with the collections that we have, like I said, there are some different types of flower shapes, but also like our Darwin hybrids, which are very consistent, large flower, and very dependable plants that will bloom year after year.
And one other bulb type plant that we can plant right now, needs to be planted right now, is garlic. So we've got a great selection of this in the stores.
All right, come see us for your spring flowering bulb needs. Thanks a lot for watching, and we'll see you next time.